Multiple targets in central and southern Syria were subject to aerial bombardments late last night, highly sophisticated strikes which Damascus officials were quick to attribute responsibility for to the Israeli Air Force. At approximately 30 minutes after 11 p.m., unidentified aircraft launched multiple salvos from the direction of Lebanese airspace, striking a scientific research center in Syria's Homs Governorate, alongside multiple military posts and warehouses believed to store precision-guided munitions south of the city of Homs. During the aerial strike, Syria's aerial defense array attempted to intercept the incoming projectiles, as well as the unidentified aircraft which launched the missiles. Consequently, during the early hours of this morning, a subsequent aerial strike ensued, reportedly destroying a number of Syria's surface-to-air batteries from which the interceptors were launched toward the attacking aircraft. According to local reports, significant material damage was caused to multiple targets said to belong to Iranian proxy militias in last night's aerial attack, and at least 10 Syrian operatives were killed. However, it is important to highlight that TV7 could not immediately corroborate these reports. Separately, the IDF spokesperson's unit did not confirm nor deny its responsibility in response to TV7's request for comment. Turning to southern Israel, where Defense Minister Benny Gantz concluded a comprehensive security assessment in all that relates to the situation vis-a-vis the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip.
אני מסיים סדרת דיונים בפיקוד הדרום עם הרמטכ"ל ומפקד הפיקוד בעקבות מבצע שומר החומות ועל רקע ההחלטה שלנו לעצב מדיניות חדשה נוכח האתגרים שלפתחנו. שומר החומות הגענו להישגים חסרי תקדים בעוצמתם, בדיוק ובהגנה על העורף. גם היום צה"ל בהובלת הרמטכ"ל נערך עם בנק מטרות ושיטות פעולה חדשות שיעבירו את מרכז הכובד בלחימה לתוך השטח העזתי. לצד ההישגים המבצעיים אנחנו רק בראשית הדרך מבחינת ההישגים המדיניים הנדרשים, גם לאפשרות של שימוש בכוח צבאי וגם למהלך לשינוי מדיני.
Minister Gantz, who is set to lead Israel's defense establishment under the new incoming government, which is scheduled to be sworn in next week on Sunday, June 13th, seized the opportunity to reaffirm his pledge to persistently safeguard the Jewish state, irrespective of political considerations. It is worth mentioning, according to domestic Israeli reports citing a Hamas official, that Egyptian negotiators have confirmed that Israel will allow funds to be remotely transferred to Gaza by this weekend or next week at the latest, earmarked for the basic humanitarian needs of the Palestinian residents of the Palestinian enclave. This report comes at a time when both Israeli and Hamas delegations are intermittently holding talks with their Egyptian counterparts in Cairo as part of US-backed efforts brokered by Egypt to try and initiate a leveraged arrangement that will guarantee sustainable truce for a long period of time. All the while on the Gaza Strip, the Democratic Front for the Liberation of Palestine, an offshoot of the PLFP, which identifies itself as a Palestinian Marxist-Leninist organization headquartered in Syria, held a parade in the Hamas-controlled territory to commemorate its participation in the latest round of hostilities directed at Israel. It is interesting to know that while this Marxist militant group is relatively small in comparison, the Islamist Hamas organization has utilized its operatives repeatedly, therefore granting its members special status despite its secular nature.